Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Temple Sunset Bracelet. This multi-strand bracelet uses a fun combination of colorful glass beads, seed beads, and spacer beads with the Temple toggle clasp and link from the Caravan Collection by TierraCast. To make this bracelet, you're going to need 24 of these size 6 purple line transparent light amethyst round Japanese seed beads, 24 of these 3mm saturated fuchsia fire polished round glass beads, 22 of the 3mm saturated pumpkin fire polished round glass beads, and then 24 of these 4mm alabaster pastel dark coral round fire polished Czech glass beads, 21 of these pewter disc Heishi spacer beads by TierraCast in gold, 22 of the 6mm shiny peach coral Czech glass pearl beads. Then you're going to need 1 temple ring link by TierraCast in antique gold, and then 1 temple clasp set by TierraCast in antique gold, 3 of these 5mm gold-plated base metal open jump rings, 6 2x2 gold-filled crimp beads, and then 6 3.5mm gold-filled crimp bead covers. You'll also need 30 inches of fine, clear, soft flex beading wire, chain nose pliers, your wire cutters, and crimping pliers. You can find all of the product links in the description below. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so to make the Temple Sunset Bracelet, you first want to cut 3 10-inch lengths of beading wire. So you just want to take one of those lengths, and it's going to be this first strand here. So on this beading wire, you want to take a crimp bead. Oops. Just put that on there. And then you want to take the ring end of your toggle clasp, and then on the bottom hole here, you just want to thread that through. And then you're going to bring it back through that crimp bead. Okay, and then you just want to make sure the crimp bead is up next to the toggle clasp, but also leaving a little bit of room. You don't want it too tight. And then make sure the 2 lengths here are running parallel and not crossing each other. And then in this back notch of your crimping pliers, just going to want to place the crimp bead in there and then give it a good crimp. And then you're going to turn put it in that front notch, and you're going to crimp again, and the crimp bead is just going to fold over on itself. Okay, there you have that, nice and secure, attached to the ring end of your toggle. So now you just want to take your wire cutters and then cut that little tail off. Okay, and then here I like to add a little crimp bead cover. To do that, I just put that front notch. I'll just do it this way. Okay, so you just want to put the crimp cover over your crimp bead. There we go. So that crimp bead sits right inside your crimp bead cover. Actually, then I'll just use chain nose pliers. And you just want to bring those 2 ends together. Just so it kind of forms a nice little gold bead. Okay, so there you have your first strand attached. So now I just want to go ahead and string my beads in this pattern here shown. So we're going to start with a seed bead, then a 3mm fuchsia bead, the 3mm pumpkin bead. Oops. Actually, it's the seed bead, 3mm fuchsia, then the 4mm coral bead. Then we go to the 3mm pumpkin. Then to the 6mm. Then we put in a spacer bead. And then we're just going to repeat this, but going and just mirroring it. So we start with the 6mm, and then that 3mm pumpkin, then the dark coral 4mm, 3mm fuchsia, and then the seed bead. Okay, and then we add a spacer. And then we're just going to repeat that. So right here we did this little chunk. And then we're just going to repeat that 3 more times until we get to the end. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've strung up my pattern here. It's the same as this first strand here. And I just repeated the pattern from here 3 more times. But I left out that last spacer bead. And so then from here, you just want to take your other link and you just want to use this bottom hole here. So put on your crimp bead. It's kind of the same way we did it before, and then you string it through, then bring it back through the crimp bead, and then you want to bring it close to the last bead and the link, leaving a little bit of wiggle room there. Okay, so then you want to take your crimping pliers again and that back notch. Okay, once you get it in there, you just crimp down. Then you turn, put it in the front notch. After you turn it, then you're just going to crimp again, and that's just going to fold it over itself. Okay, and then you just want to take your wire cutters and cut off that tail. And then you want to take your crimpy cover, you want to just put that over your crimp bead. So the crimp bead's just sitting right inside that crimpy cover. Then you just want to close up that bead. Just gotta get a good angle on it. Okay, so then close up that crimp bead until the ends meet up. Then you have this little nice gold bead. Okay, so then you have your first strand done. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the crimping for this middle strand and that last strand there. And then following these patterns here of the second strand, and then the third strand is the same exact pattern as this first strand. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and finished my other 2 strands. And it's this middle strand here is the same pattern, it just starts with that 3mm pumpkin bead. So it starts pretty much like right here and just follows that pattern. And And then this strand, the first strand and the third strand are the exact same pattern. Okay, so then at this point, you just want to attach the bar end of your toggle. And we're going to do that with, we're going to attach that to the link on the other end here. So you just want to take your chain nose pliers, and then you want to take your jump ring, just open that up. One, like the right side towards you, push the left side away from you, and then just put that through this ring link. And then just take your chain nose pliers and just bring those two ends back together. Okay, you just want to pick up the next one, do the same, open it up, and then just put that through that first jump ring, and then bring those ends back together. Okay, and then with this last jump ring, just going to put it through that second jump ring that was added. Oops. And then you're going to attach that bar end, and then close that back up, bringing the two ends of the jump ring back together. And there you have it. And then this bar end just goes right through the ring end of the toggle to secure it. And now you have a colorful new bracelet to wear for any occasion. You can find all of the tools and materials for this Temple Sunset bracelet at fusionbeads.com.